first up, let's go ahead and pull up where I made my money today, which was Meta. Meta was a stock that we had been focusing on for the last several days. It was the number one trade idea for the long side yesterday. Members were able to really capitalize on that one in a big way. And then coming into the day today, still on watch for the long side. We didn't quite get to my final target, but we caught a really nice like $5-6 move to the upside on Meta. It was a thing of beauty. Let's go ahead and let's play the video clip from yesterday when I gave you guys my analysis on how to trade Meta today.
All right, let's put 2 minutes on the clock. Share my screen here so everyone can see it. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to start with Meta. Go.
So the way that I'm trading Meta, I think Meta has more upside. So Meta was a long today for us in True Trading Group. Okay, that was one of the top trade ideas today, was long through this level. You had a real nice volume increase through this level of resistance. I think there's more upside on Meta. I think you can get this up into like the low 300s. You had a nice support level here today around this 293.50. I would look to be a buyer of Meta. If you get close to this 293.50 zone, I would try to be a buyer of Meta. I'm looking for Meta to get into the low 300s, maybe like 300 to 302. I think there's more upside there. If there's a pullback on this name, that's the first support level. I'd look for the entry point. So there is the analysis that was on Meta. Okay, that was on Meta. Now, the line that I just drew for you guys, that I drew for you last night, I have it back up on the screen. Here's the line. Well, let me just delete that. I don't want to confuse you. So there's the line. We said that 293.50 zone, right? We said watch for pullbacks into that zone. I want to be a buyer of Meta when we get down to that zone. So what happened? Right off the opening bell, we dropped right down into that zone, 293.50, and then we stepped in and then took the trade long right there at 294. So right there is where we stepped in and we took the trade long on Meta, right in front of that support level that we had identified there for you guys last night. And again, I'll go back and I'll just show it to you, just make this easier. There's the support, right? You guys can see there's support here today. So let me move that. So there's your support level there today. There it was yesterday, right? So you guys can see that support level there from yesterday and then this morning. So right off the open, drops right into our buy zone. And then we pull the trigger, bang, taking that trade long. And then we start just pulling profits off the table as we start pushing this thing back up to the upside. So we just start to take profits off the table as we are starting to climb higher here on Meta. And here are my take profits there on Meta. And I held on to a piece. You heard me say on the live last night, my target was up around the low 300. So my final target was going to be up here inside this little square box that you guys see. We did not quite get there. So I got 1, 2, 3 profits off the table. We did not quite get to the final target. And I ended up taking my final piece of profit off the table when we cracked back underneath VWAP right here was the final take profit. And that was a beautiful little money maker there for us today on Meta. And we gave you the analysis yesterday on the live stream. I told you, hey, you dropped down to 293. We're looking to be buyers tomorrow. And that's exactly what we did. Okay. We don't just tell you, we actually do what we say here. We stepped in there, took the trade, and then made some nice chunk of change there on Meta today. That was my top trade of the day. That's where I made the bulk of my money today, was on that Meta trade.